This is Imperfect Gentleman Show on Dash Radio. You could find us on iTunes Podcast. Please search Imperfect Gentleman Show. Also go to Facebook, facebook.com/Imperfect G Show. And to watch the episodes, in case you missed them, in case you were driving, eating, in the gym, partying, you could listen and watch all of our episodes on youtube.com/Imperfect Gentleman with an E. Here we are in studio live with vocalist, artist Laura Kimka and her new single, Ocean Boys.
Walk by the sand, hands in the air. Dance in the rain like you don't care. Lay, hide, and seek. Hide under the sea. It's all I ever wanted to be. Wanted by the ocean boys. They make me work out harder. Ocean boys. They make me feel smarter. Sun kissing by the sand. Love when they kiss my hand. Yeah, I love these ocean boys. Ocean boys. Ocean boys. Ocean boys. Tell me more before we get there. Sit back and breathe the air. Skin feels like silk. Is this even real? Yeah. Ocean boys, they make me work out harder. Ocean boys, yeah. Ocean boys, ocean boys. I love these ocean boys.
Wow.
Okay.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
So tell me, where were you when you wrote that song?
I was at home, and I just thought of my birthday in Vegas.
And how
And I
long
just
after
thought
Vegas was it?
So my birthday was in June, and I was there for EDC, and I wrote it this past week.
Whoa, so cool. Was there a particular guy you may have met in Vegas who this was about?
Yeah.
Wow, are you still in touch with him?
Sometimes.
Does he know that this song exists?
Not yet.
I feel like you should go back to Vegas.
Yeah, it's
And
so
call
inspiring.
him to where you met and just like show up with the guitar at the sunset and just be sitting there singing and playing it as he walks up to the pool.
That would be, I think he would like it.
I should
for
be
sure.
your wingman. Like totally, that's awesome. Now I noticed you played the guitar and sang at the same time, which today I see less and less artists doing because it's gone more digital. You know, you have a lot of singers are just collaborating with producers maybe who have the digitized beats made from. So I really appreciate the acoustic approach and your
Thank you.
musical knowledge. When did you start singing and when did you start playing guitar? Did one happen before the other or any other instruments? Like, how did it all happen?
So I was in chorus since I was a little girl, but when I was about 17, I met this girl that was she was so passionate about acting and going to theater, and then I was like, okay, I can become someone too. So I started singing a lot, and in Colombia I started singing like a lot more, and then all these shows happened, and then I started believing and building my vision.
So cool. Now you don't only play the guitar.
Yeah.
What else do you play?
Piano.
Piano.
Yes, and ukulele.
The ukulele. Can you explain what that is to people who don't know? I actually know what it is for once. I know I didn't remember Ryan Gosling, Notebook, whatever, but I know what a ukulele is, and explain to our audience who may not be familiar with what a ukulele is. What an interesting word. Like, it's hard to say.
Well, I mean, it's a smaller instrument, a string instrument, 4 chords, and usually is played in Hawaii or, if you know the song Riptide by Vance Joy, that was made with the ukulele.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was a ukulele.
Yeah, so that's a ukulele.
What were some of the instruments you saw that were like super popular growing up in Bogota?
Well, what I can think, the marimba. I love that one. I used to play that in my music class, and I definitely want to make music with that later on.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's Imperfect Strangers.
And is that like a double drum or is it a single drum?
No, it's like you have a stick with like wool.
Oh, is it more like a xylophone sort of thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
And they have different ones. They have ones with metal plates, and then other ones with wooden plates.
Say that
they
instrument
sound very
name
different.
Slowly again.
Marimba.
Marimba. I'm learning a lot. Yeah. Is it used commonly in a lot of Colombian music?
On some Colombian music, I mean, I was gonna say cowbell because that was used in Despacito. They used
I love Despacito.
Yeah, it's so good. 3 billion hits.
Whoa, it's that high right now?
Yeah.
I just hosted a wedding at the Taigon Complex on Sunday, and when Despacito came on, people went crazy. And I tried to sing along on the mic, and like the people on the soundboard cut it off because I guess I tried.
That's all you need to do.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Whoa. So you've experimented with all these instruments. Where do you see your music career going? Are you going to be a vocalist, instrumentalist?
I definitely want to do reggaeton later on because I grew up with that music. I definitely want to do that.
I'm a huge Daddy Yankee fan.
Yeah. Wow. He was in
considered like a godfather of reggaeton right now?
He's one of them. There's a lot of big people now as well, like Maluma. He's huge.
Maluma. I like that name.
Have you heard of him?
I haven't.
Yeah. He's huge.
So he's like the new wave of reggaeton?
He's like, and he's also doing some salsa with, other people.
Sweet. Now, I don't want to brag or anything. When I was younger, I played an instrument as well. It was called the baritone. Do you know what that is?
Oh, how does it look
It's like a mini tuba that sits upright.
Okay.
And actually, I was so talented at the baritone that usually the saxophonist or the trumpeter, shout out Mr. Stevenson, if he was in my school, then he would have gotten the front chair. But luckily, we went to different middle schools. So they actually, on the baritone, had me sit in the front, and I'm on a tuba freaking leading the band. Now, what happened is, 2 things happened. One, I got braces. And when I got braces, because it's a brass instrument, I lost my ability. And I'm a perfectionist. And when something isn't totally perfect, I just kind of retract. And that's what happened. And my teacher begged me not to play the baritone. She said, you're going to get a college scholarship. So instead, I have student loans to pay off now. And the other thing is I decided I wanted to be a gangster. And it's really hard to be a gangster if you're carrying a baritone on the school bus. So those 2 things happened. That, I've never met a gangster who plays baritone.
Me neither.
Shakira is from Colombia. Right?
Yes.
Colombia. And do you know that she's half Lebanese and half Colombian?
I heard
a hybrid
about
of us.
Wow.
Yes. Shakira's a hybrid. I'm a big fan of hers. What do you think about Shakira?
I think she's come so far, Not many artists do the same song in Spanish and English. It's great.
Justin Bieber did.
Oh, yeah. Despacito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
kind of. But it's not the same. She did her whole album
song,
in English and Spanish.
Does she have a huge following in Colombia still, or is she who's the big star right now in Colombia?
I mean, I keep saying Maluma, but there's other people like Farruko and J Balvin and
Let's just say with Maluma people. Because his name's so cool. Maluma.
Yeah, his name is really cool.
Maluma.
Yeah.
So next, I wanted to get into one more thing. Okay. How are we on time, Martin? 10 minutes. Okay. Next thing I wanted to get into, all right, is your musical influences. So I want to know who out there growing up as an artist really inspired you. Like, first, I want to know who inspired the sound, and then I want to know who inspired you to do more, you know, who just like really motivated you.
Well, I mean, there are so many artists, but lately I've been taking masterclass, and Christina Aguilera happened to have one. And
how does that work? Is it so? I've seen them. Can you kind of explain to everyone what the masterclass is?
Oh my gosh, it's so great because you get to really hear from a first source, you know, what goes behind a career, like a successful career. And Usher, I'm taking Ushers as well, and Deadmau 5 for producing. So you get all the details that you never get in interviews or anywhere.
And how does that happen? Do they record videos ahead of time?
Yes. And then you do exercises.
How long is each class in the master class?
Usually like 15 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay.
There are a lot.
Like there's a series.
Yeah.
But they do have like some people in the classroom, right, who they filmed with?
Sometimes, depending on which, lesson they're doing. But yeah. Sometimes.
So those are the master. So Christina Aguilera, you're in her master class. Is that someone who like truly inspired you as a vocalist?
Yes, for sure. And I would just sing like Ariana Grande songs, and I also like, they're not too well known, I guess, like not billions of, years and years. Like they have like a lot of views. You know,
Ariana Grande, I saw her benefit concert that she did for London After the Attack, which I thought was so loving of her to do. And you could see, and so fearless of her to do. I mean, to return to the arena where you were attacked, it says a lot.
Wow.
And I listened to her live for the first time, and I'm like, holy crap.
You were there?
No, I watched a live stream on Facebook, and I couldn't believe how good Ariana Grande is live.
It's just great.
Yeah, because a lot of artists now, they're relying on auto-tune and Melodyne, and that's what I loved about what you did today. You came in.
Thank you.
Because I was like, yo, Kimka, you got an MP3 for me? She's like, no, I got a guitar. And she came in here and she sang live, and I think that really automatically sets you apart from a lot of artists. The fact that you're bold enough to come here live in front of thousands of listeners and viewers and just do your thing. I mean, that's really going to set you apart. And your influences like Ariana Grande and Christina Aguilera, my gosh. Aguilera got some vocal pipes on her.
Yeah, for sure.
She's also incredible live.
Yes.
What was like the moment where you said, "Oh my gosh, she is dope"? Like when you saw Christina.
The riffs and the runs and the growls and when she did the Pitbull song.
What song is that? Is that the Timber song?
No, that was with Kesha.
Well, that's Kesha. Kesha did well.
Kesha did well.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
Well, I wonder what that song was to hear. When Aguilera really growing up as a kid, when I saw her Genie in the Bottle, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's hot. Who's that? But when I really appreciated
and
her,
dirty.
Yeah. And when I really appreciated her voice was in the Lady Marmalade when she came on. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Marmalade?
Yeah.
When she came on, she just almost embarrassed everyone else on the song. I was like, holy
and Burlesque. I watched that movie. I would dance in front of that movie.
Yeah.
I would just sing along.
She can really, really sing. Another person that inspires me as a vocalist when I sing in the shower is Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And I thought that Mariah Carey is considered one of the greats for every right reason, and every Christmas album is incredible.
Yeah.
But I always thought that Aguilera was kind of in that league, she kind of has that ability.
Yes, she does.
So you have Aguilera. What artists do you watch right now? Maybe that just is yo, they're hustling. They got the marketing down. They're motivating me to do more because the business is a big part of it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, lately I've been listening to country, and they did a collab with BB Rexa.
Yeah.
Miss Florida Georgia Line and BB Rexa. That's great. They're just implementing other genres to their music.
You know, I think you're gonna end up doing that with your like.
I definitely want to
diverse
do country.
background.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love country as well.
You know that
Yeah.
I took an American folk music class at the University of Maryland when I was in college, and I learned that country music is actually the seed that grew into pop music. So without country, you wouldn't even have pop music, and a lot of people don't know that. And I think that country music. You ever ask a question to like a music listener, like, "What kind of music you like?" I don't know, everything but country. But you know, a lot of people say that, and then you listen to country music. And my good friend Jiba recently, he visited in LA, and he stayed with me for a week. So in the car, he would only play country music. And what happened was, by the end of the week, I said, you know what? I don't know what it was, but at the end of the week, and it definitely wasn't from you visiting Jiba. No, I'm just kidding. He made me really happy, but I felt happier and more positive because the country music was playing. And the thing is, I listen on like radio, like a lot of the new music is like F on your B, F on your B, F on your B,
I know.
F on your B. And then it's like, what is this message you're saying? And then I listen to country music, and like the message
Like,
is
I love you.
so,
Let's stay
like,
together forever.
Yeah, like they bring romance
something.
back. They bring back positive energy.
Yeah.
And how suitable for the ambassador of positive energy. I just thought it was so incredible. And I appreciate that you are a young person, a young artist who likes country music.
I love it now. I used to be like, oh, no country. Just pop and hip hop. But then I started listening to a lot of other genres, and that's where pop comes from.
It's kind of like once you go country, you don't go back.
Yeah, I love country now. Yeah, and then that's also a Katy Perry influence. Like,
sweet.
She also got influence.
I like your influences, and I want to see you over time. Okay, I want to see you in the same realm as the people who influence you.
Thank you.
You have the talent. I want it to grow. And what are your upcoming projects? What's next for you?
Well, making the video for Ocean Boys.
Sweet.
And making an album. Since I'm not signed to a record label yet, I will just pursue like big auditions. American Idol's coming up.
Awesome.
And the voice passed, but and other auditions, I'll just pursue them.
Are you on SoundCloud?
Not yet, since I did have one, but I paused. I'm gonna rebuild a new one, which is coming soon.
Sweet. And you know, that's what I really like about artistry. It's never too late, and you're never done. And artists, a lot of the time, recreate themselves 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and it's just all about discovery.
Yeah.
And congrats on being in LA.
Thank you.
Congrats on your path to discovery and success. Again, thank you for being here. Ocean Boys is a song to look out for. All right, it's going to be on SoundCloud soon.
Yes.
It's going to be on iTunes soon. And there's going to be a music video soon.
Yes.
I'm going to be part of the music video. I'm not going to be the Ocean Boy. I'm going to be filming. So I'm going to help you with that because I don't have the abs. Again, how do we find you on Instagram?
Laura Kimka.
And do you have like a booking email address where people can book you if they'd like to? Maybe a personal email you'd like to share, or no? It's fine.
I will make a Laura Kimka at live.com.
There you go. She's going to make
I
that soon. Hit up Laura. She's awesome live. This is the Imperfect Gentleman Show, but I think we had a close to perfect song today and an absolutely perfect guest. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you would like your topic to be discussed, please email imperfectshow@gmail.com. And lastly, I want to thank Martin on the boards. Thank you, Martin. Thank you for helping us every week here. We will be with you next week, 1 p.m. PST.